Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena playing Quick Draft Midnight Hunt. And we have several fairly good cards in this pack. Nothing like insane, but a lot of pretty good cards to choose from. I've never had the Celestus in draft. You know, it's a 3-mana rock that also has this cool effect where you can loot whenever day turns to night and night turns to day, and you can activate that if you need to. Ambitious Farmhand we had last draft, and it's a good card, even though my last draft sucked the big one. This is supposedly, according to Draft Sim, the best card in the pack here. Firmament's Age, not much good. Diagraph Rebirth, this is kind of the signature card I was looking for in the green-black deck that we played. It's a ton of value, and if you have enough, ways to make creatures die, it can also be a ton of tempo. Right? If you have a few zombie tokens, you know, let's say 5. Okay, that's a lot, but it could happen. Maybe even just 2 or 3, and you, attack... I don't know. If you attack the zombie tokens, opponent usually wouldn't block, so that wouldn't... But anyway, suppose you had 5, right? You could actually play this twice for just 4 mana and get, 2 creatures from your graveyard or back to the battlefield. Very, very powerful. And there's Defenestrate, which is also quite solid. So we have our choice of all of these. The draft guide says take Ambitious Farmhand. If not, take Diagraph Rebirth. If not, take Celestus. If not, take Defenestrate. And it does say that Farmhand is above the others by a fair margin, and the rest are fairly close together. But I just I don't know. I'm not good at playing or drafting this deck, I think. And I like the option to run many colors. So I'm going to take the Celestus. It's a big flashy card as well, so that's fun. Infernal Grasp, great card. Morbid Opportunist, great card. Spellrune Painter, also pretty good. Gavany Silversmith, pretty good in the right deck. I mean, this is a pretty good pack, I think, isn't it? I think I meant to take Infernal Grasp, Morbid Opportunist second, Painter third, probably. Actually, I don't know, maybe the Silversmith's in there. Silversmith, yeah, has 99th it claims, but Grasp is ranked 44th. Opportunist ranked 48th, so indeed just behind Grasp, but quite close, and Spellrune Painter ranked way, way below the rest. Oh, wait a minute. Organ Hoarder is also insane, right? Top common in the set or something, isn't it? Yeah. It's ranked worse than Infernal Grasp, but not by a lot. So we could probably take that if we wanted to. Does any one of them particularly synergize with the Celestus? I don't think so. Let's take Infernal Grasp. It's removal. It's the best card available. Give it to me. Ominous Roost. Not really my thing. This is a much worse pack. I mean, I think the Strangler is not that good, right? Yeah, it's not horrible, but I think it might be Candle Trap. Because Roost is not very good, right? Neither is Candle Trap, it says. I mean, it's fine. Oh, what about... Gale Drifter has been good in some decks before, right? It does say it's the best card here, but not by a lot. I mean, the Rejuvenator could be something, but... nah. So, I mean, I could just take another black card, but I'm not really married to black. I guess I could take the Rejuvenator with the plan to, combined with Celestus, give me a lot of fixing, and therefore the ability to just run good cards in every color, maybe. Could have taken Path to the Festival instead of Infernal Grasp as well, if that were the plan, but obviously We would rather take good cards than take fixing to let us someday maybe get good cards. Cathar Commando is not that good, right? Yeah, correct. Well, I mean, I guess even the Interloper isn't horrible, but it's... Oh, it actually says Interloper is better than all the other cards, and it's in black. Yeah, I mean, I do underrate evasive damage. I'm trying to get the hang of it, but okay, fine. It's a black card. I guess I'll take it. Beggar, Dissipate, okay. I mean, probably just Evolving Wilds here. Since I don't really have any idea what colors I'm going to be running yet. I have 2 black cards, but notice the only black card here is Blood Pact, which is not especially strong. Well, I mean, in a deck with Celestus, it might be okay, where like any card you draw is guaranteed to turn into a good card eventually. And the life loss is less of an issue as well. But I think Evolving Wilds is just more flexible. We'll probably have another shot at Blood Pact if we want it. Yeah, it looks like someone else is playing black, so I should probably back off. I mean, I can't help it. There's been nothing good black to take. Burly Breaker's alright. Gale Drifter's okay. I think those are the main options. What do you think of Burly Breaker? Is it any good? Yes, it is pretty good. Alright. Firmament Sage, Lunarch Veteran. Well, I mean, Path to the Festival, if we wanted some fixing, this is it. And Ramp. I don't really have many good cards except for the Burly Breaker at the moment. I could end up in red-green, maybe, if I have this whole day-night theme going. Could take a white card. You know, it's not incredible or anything. There's a lot of blue in this pack, but I don't think I've seen a lot of evidence that there's great blue opportunities open. Well, last pack had, like, Flip the Switch and stuff, didn't it? But that's not a very strong signal. It's just an okay blue card. I think Firmament Sage actually could play into the plan of, like, Celestus stuff. Maybe I'm playing multicolored Day-Night. That does not seem like a deck, but none of the rest of the stuff here is that appealing either, and this is an okay card and keeps my options open. Delver of Secrets. Dryad's Revival, Eccentric Farmer. Celestus Sanctifier as well. There's quite a few decent cards here. The thing about Delver of Secrets is that it's insane and constructed, where you can, like, draft a bunch of instants and sorceries that are relevant and, like, use Brainstorm or something to guarantee you hit it. We don't really have that here. Not a lot of ways to guarantee something's on top of the library. Larder Zombie would do it, for example. It's a great card, though, right? It's just, like, not for this deck most of the time, I think. Not that I have a specific deck, but I don't have the deck for this yet. I think Dryad's Revival is just really solid value. Eccentric Farmer, pretty good also. Candle Trap, not the worst card. Celestus Sanctifier, I mean, not the worst card. This would help you guarantee to hit Delver of Secrets, by the way. I think Eccentric Farmer. We've seen the most evidence that there might be an open lane in green, I think. Well, okay, Dryad's Revival is also a thing. But this is flexible in that it, like, I don't know. Dryad Revival is a better card, right? Dryad is ranked 123rd. Oh, it says Eccentric Farmer is better. Okay, never mind. I mean, by a lot. Eccentric Farmer, though, I was going to argue, like, keeps our options open as to, like, makes it easier to play many colors. We already have 2 cards that want us to play several colors, and we have some good black stuff that I might, well, 1 good black card I might like to splash. So maybe that's the deck's theme, multicolors, day-night. I don't know if that's really anything. But, I mean, you know what? Like, Jack-o'-lantern kind of fits that theme. Nothing else here is that good. Brimstone Vandal cares about day-night, I guess. It's going to be really tough to support, like, a 4th color. I think I like the Jack-o'-lantern as a flexible land, kind of, or a mana fixer kind of thing. These green cards are both totally fine, and I want green to be my base, because it does have mana fixing in it. Probably ought to take a 2-drop just to, like... Well... I mean... If there's one thing that cares about day-night, it's werewolves, right? So... You know... Having these in a Celestus deck would be slightly better than average. But... And like this really is just an okay 2-drop. The problem is I feel like I could use an okay 2-drop. I don't know. We're just going to ramp and play 5-drops. That's my plan. Okay, I think Path to the Festival has to be what we take here. We're like trying to run a bunch of colors, and this helps a lot with that. Cavalry, it's an expensive card. All right. More cavalry, sure. Just kill me in the early game, I guess. Might of the Old Ways is pretty good. No component. Wait. Oh, Component Collector cares about day-night. Yeah, but it's a 3-mana 1/4. Not very good. I mean, it's defensive, which is kind of what you want when you're ramping, right? Maybe we're just playing blue-green. We have a fair number of cards in that general area. Ooh, a Sludge Monster. It's kind of soft removal. Castaway's fine. Fading Hope is fine. Pretty sure we take the rare here, right? Yeah, Sludge Monster is rated quite highly, as you might guess. The Scoundrel is pretty good, right? Scoundrel, no. Ghoulish Procession is a value machine, but it takes a long time. What is this? Sentry? Coven, okay. Could just take a Devious Cover-Up or a Gale Drifter. I feel like if we're trying to play some value deck with lots of big cards, a 4-mana counterspell that shuffles stuff back in is pretty good. Contortionist Troop? Oh, Secrets of the Key for draw, huh? It's also Flashback, which is some of the blue-green theme. I think we can throw out the Jack-o'-lantern and at least the Interloper. Probably the Grasp is fine to splash with Celestus, Path to the Festival. And I might just take another Farmer, but I think I need like a decent creature. Oh, Duel for Dominance is so good, right? It says it's fine. I guess what it likes the most here is another Farmer, which, fair enough. Willowgeist. I mean, it wants to be in blue-green. I don't have a lot of ways to make stuff leave my graveyard yet. Devious Cover-Up is a way to make 4 cards leave the graveyard, which is pretty cool. But that's the only one. What else could I take? Defend the Celestus. Put counters on stuff. Big Coven activator. Hound Tamer. Great stats for a 3-drop. A useful ability that's, a mana sink. Which this deck kind of wants. I've been killed by Ritual of Hope before. Obviously, I'm not taking it. Just no. Where did the one I was thinking of taking go? So there's Farmer. There's Hound Tamer, and there's Willowgeist. Willowgeist potentially has a big upside, and it's not even that bad to play. Like, a 1-mana 1/1 is fine if you can play it early. And it might become great if I get more flashback stuff. But I think we're supposed to just take Hound Tamer. Like, Willowgeist is not very good, right? Correct. Hound Tamer, on the other hand, is quite good. Yeah. The stats... Whoops, not that one. The stats are just too good to ignore, and the ability is amazing if we're building up a deck with a lot of mana, which is what we're trying to do. Mysterious Tome. I like that card. Could take another Farmer. Probably it rates better than Tome. Yeah, Tome, it says, is not very good as a first pick. But, like, could this be the card that you want Tome in? The deck you want Tome in? Right? It's just like, it's draw. It's a way to spend mana forever. Could just take a Farmer. Could take a Rejuvenator. Or I could take the Tome. I think those are the 3 semi-reasonable choices. I mean, okay, how much are we building, like, a control deck? I don't know. I feel like no matter how I answer that question, the answer has got to be take Farmer, right? Or Rejuvenator, I suppose. A 4-mana 2/4 that gives you more mana is not bad. Yeah. I mean, the Farmer is better. Oh, I forgot. Willowgeist is also buffed by Eccentric Farmers, so that was a slightly better card than it looked. Still, I think not worth taking over the Hound Tamer. Oh, I'm so drawn to, like, give me all the value. I'm sure it's wrong to pass it, to take it, I mean. But I want it. Yeah, I think give me the Dawnheart Rejuvenator. Some actual ramp. Ooh, a lot of good stuff here. Castaway. Probably amazing. Fading Hope, great tempo. Dryad's Revival, great value. Locked in the Cemetery, insane removal, given that we have all this graveyard stuff. I would take all 4 of those, I think. Probably cut Might of the Old Ways. I mean, Covetous Castaway is a 2-drop, and I kind of need those. And it also fits with the deck's game plan. I mean, this is also something you can play on too, but only if they're attacking you, right? I feel like this works. I don't know. Locked in the Cemetery has to be great for this deck. If it's early game and we're losing because they're attacking me, then like they'll have a tapped creature and I can just turn it off. If it's mid game, then this is just like removal for anything, or soft removal anyway. Yeah. This is destroy any creature. That's insane. Winterthorn Blessing is blue and green. I mean, 2 mana, it buys you a lot of time, doesn't it? Okay, fine. First time I've ever taken that card. Astronomer. I mean, we have a decent number of day-night things. We have some fixing, but I don't think it's really right. I should just take like a tireless hauler. I don't want these, right? I already have one, I guess. I mean, they're 3 mana 1/4s, which is a good stat line for a slow deck, I guess. Anyway, it's clearly the best pick here. I don't know, maybe I could have taken the flyer. This is no good. And so is everything else. Okay. I guess I should have taken the blue one. Secrets of the Key should be great. Another farmer? Where are all these coming from? Red, black, Wake to Slaughter. Choose up to so it's 5 mana. Choose up to 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. An opponent chooses one of them, which goes to your hand. The other goes to the battlefield, gains haste, and is exiled at the beginning of the next end step. And it has flashback. I mean, I just want to like test myself on like, is this a good card? I think it must be, right? I mean, maybe it's probably not insane, but it's good. Maybe it's great. I have no idea, but I don't think it's bad. It says it's bad. It says it's like almost unplayable. All right, that's why I have the draft guide. Dryad's Revival, I think, would be a decent, just like, way to get some value. I mean, we have a lot of that already. Maybe I should be ramping instead, but I want some. Well, I have a lot of 5-drops. I was gonna say I want some top end, but actually, I think what I need is more ways to just get more mana. I'm gonna have no trouble spending it all. Could have taken Path to the Festival, I guess. Fills a similar role, but this also has a body. Jadar. Now, if I cared about creatures dying, I would be more into this. But this is just a 2 mana 1/1 that like makes a zombie token, and then you have to attack with it, or it dies anyway. And I don't really have any compelling reason to want to do that. Morbid Opportunist, though. Now that is a good card. Hound Tamer, an even better card, though. Right? If we just double check the Hound Tamer's ranked 52nd. Opportunist, oh no, it ranked 48th, so very close. It does like Opportunist a little bit better. Obviously, the Hound Tamer should be easier to cast in my deck most of the time. And I don't think I really need the Morbid Opportunist card draw value. I think I'll just take the Hound Tamer. Give me a decent stat line for 3 that also has a useful ability. Look at this. We're already up to 23 playables. I can start like cutting the stuff that is less relevant. Do I want this? Otherworldly Gaze? It helps you with disturb cards, but I don't, or flashback, but I don't have much of either of those really, right? I have a Winterthorn Blessing, a Path to the Festival, and that's it. So, well, okay, Secrets of the Key, I guess. So I don't think I really want Otherworldly Gaze. Don't really want Unblinking Observer. Path to the Festival looks like the only playable card here, honestly. I guess Howl of the Hunt to buff up one of my big wolves and give it Vigilant would be kind of funny. but I don't think very reasonable. Just give me more ramp. There's a combat trick here. I mean, are we really splashing for just Infernal Grasp? It's a lot better when you can play it early. Sort of, right? I mean, it's great late because you can remove a big creature that they've played late in the game. But you might not make it that far if you don't have a card like this early, right? If this removes their 2 or 3 drop, it saves you a lot of life. If this, like, removes a card they play on turn 8, it's like, okay, great, you know. They didn't win with whatever win condition they played on turn 8, but, like, I don't know. You just need to act... You don't want to splash for cheap cards, generally speaking, because they are unlikely to be playable early. And I think this card you're usually pretty happy to play early. So maybe I'm just cutting Infernal Grasp. I kind of want Path to the Festival to like give me the Scry effect, but I don't think that's a good reason to run a single black card. I guess there is the Behemoth. Could play a 7-mana 7/6. I don't have a lot of creatures who want to be sacrificed, but I do have a lot of mana, hopefully. And I just have so much color fixing. I feel like Infernal Grasp should be okay. Anyway, I mean, like, do I want a Nabelgast Intruder? Maybe. It would be nice to have a flyer, I guess. But I don't think it's... Well, whatever. We'll put it in for now. Could take another Rejuvenator, but I think this might be time to, like, take an Amalgam. You know, an unblockable is a really, like, strong form of evasive damage. This is a huge creature. And if you have mana left over, which I have a lot of mana, this creature is hard to kill and can get damage in. Which is kind of what I need, right? I mean, the only other card here I would want would be Dawnheart Rejuvenator. We have 2 of those, which I think is kind of enough. Yeah, I think I'm cutting Infernal Grasp. I think it's just too much to, like, run a single black card. Yes, we have a lot of fixing, but I don't know. I don't think the Intruder is that good either, especially if we're taking Amalgam, which I think we are. But, like, what about a 3rd Rejuvenator? I have a lot of top end here. But I don't really have a lot of ways to get damage in. I guess, like, 6/6 Vigilance is a way to get damage in. 5/5 Trample is a way to get damage in. 8/7 Ward is a way to get damage in. Counters on things. Oh, you know what? Putting counters on the Amalgam is gross. Yeah, I think I'll take an Amalgam. This is probably an 18 land deck, to be honest, so I need to cut like 2 cards. I don't think we need the Cavalry. I don't really need Trample or 5/5s, I think. Yeah, give me an Amalgam. Another Amalgam on offer. Kind of the only card here I would want, I think. I could cut 1 collector for it, probably. I have a lot going on 3. I have even more going on 5, though. Oh, what is this? This is a great card, isn't it? Oh. I mean, it's a 2-mana ramp card. And also a creature. And it especially loves you to cast stuff from your graveyard. This must be amazing. Consider is probably fine, but I don't know that I really want to run it. I'm tempted by a lot of these cards. Also, am I running Evolving Wilds? I think so, right? Well, we've talked before about how one of the nice things about Evolving Wilds is like you draw it early-ish. But generally speaking, the longer the game goes on, the less you want to draw lands, because you have enough land to play the stuff you wanted to play. And so Evolving Wild is a land that you draw at time T, and that's a time that you want land more than at time T plus 1, right, in general. And it has the effect that once you draw it, you are less likely to draw a land ever again, because you shuffle your deck and pick up a land, another land. And so even in a 2-color deck, it can kind of be fine as a way to run like 17 lands that only take up 16 slots in your deck. Sort of, but that's a very rough approximation. However, I feel like this deck just wants as much land as it can get. So I'm going to cut the Evolving Wilds, I think. And just like run more forests and islands. I mean, Bramble Armor is also not looking too shabby, right? If we figure we're going to have a lot of mana, a lot of 3-drops, being able to play this and like make my Component Collector a 3/5, or make the Amalgam get in for 5 damage, it's like really good. I've always sneered at this card. And I know there are some decks that want it, and I'm kind of thinking this might be one of them. We can probably cut a Path to the Festival. I have Celestus and 2 Dawnheart Rejuvenators. I think I'm going to take a Bramble Armor. Yuck. Just looks like the deck for it. Howl of the Hunt, I mean, it could be good. On one of my big wolves. I mean, really, it doesn't care that much about whether it's a wolf or not. It just, like... It can buff any creature equally well. But on a wolf or werewolf, it also gives you kind of a combat trick of a surprise blocker. I don't think I need 2 Amalgams. I think 1 is plenty. And I'll probably not run this. So this is kind of my plan for my 18-land deck. Maybe I want 8-10? Yeah, maybe that is fine. I have a lot more green than blue. And the green allows me to play the blue. Now, I wound up with basically no removal, right? I have Locked in the Cemetery once. We're just going to try to play big enough. Oh, okay. Sludge Monster is another removal. We're just gonna try to like ramp up to play some big creatures and get value from the day-night cycle. A small amount of draw, but like the Celestus is unlimited draw in a way. Okay, I am not convinced by this deck. But it has a lot of good cards in it, namely all the Eccentric Farmers. And the Hound Tamers could just win some games early on. Alright, that's what I really want to hit on 3 is Hound Tamer. Fine. Can't play anything till 3, but it's a good 3-drop. And I have a nice follow-up on 4 and 5, kind of. Would have loved this card, probably. Blue-black, okay. What? In blue-black? Okay, that's interesting. Well, we have no shortage of lands. Yeah, that's the kind of card you expect to see there. At least the Larga Zombie can't attack. What are they thinking about? Do you have Consider or something? Why would you do anything? Oh, that's true. This could play a 2-mana spell, I guess. Lost a Component Collector. I think we'll just pass with all 4. Oh my gosh, really? Well, that's devastating for me. I don't have any way to deal with flyers. Or any way to, like, kill this, or... I mean, I wish I could have countered it, but... I mean... Is it better to just play this out? If I do, Devious Cover-Up is... I don't think I need to play the Farmer. My 2-3 already does a decent job at deterring their attacks. And there's a reasonable chance they play an important spell here. Wait, shouldn't you have attacked first? Okay, I mean, I'm not your mom, but... I would have attacked first if I were you. Actually, that card was not so good, actually. Maybe I didn't want to shuffle it back in. Tapping their creatures doesn't seem that important. From your graveyard. Okay, well, maybe they're not going to get to do that very much. Also, why did you do that? Shouldn't you tap these guys later? Who is this person? Have you ever played Magic before? I'm getting killed, but... I guess I built a bad deck and they're playing badly? It'll even out? Hopefully they're going to start turning it to night soon, like they're top decking. That'll give me a 6/6 Vigilant, which seems pretty good. Whoa! Okay. When a creature dies. That's pretty cool. No blocks. It's a little scary. We can play the Rejuvenator and Bramble Armor up the 4/5? I feel like they should have been willing to sack something there, because it would put a counter on the Awoken thing, and then it would be able to attack again, or not. No plays? I would really welcome Nighttime. Thank you. Oh my god, what a card. Holy shit. So I want to do this before attacks, because that way this thing loses the put a counter. Because if I attack and they block, this would get in more counters. Yeah, which I don't want. So this will make it turn into a 3/3 with no way to gain more counters. Oh no, do they have a counter spell? What a great top deck that was, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, I still have an 8/7, I guess. I guess I should play this one first. I didn't realize I had the mana because of Rejuvenator, and they might have countered it. I don't think so, but it would have been nice. Really? It's kind of surprising because it gives me Bramble Armor value back. I mean, they do get to draw a card, but it seems like I've gone from... I have a pretty good position now, don't I? I've already played one card. I don't have anything that cares about day or night at the moment. There's a bunch of big spells. And another flyer, which for some reason they're playing main phase. I mean, I'm losing now. This 3/3 has... It looks pretty good. Okay, great draw. Absolutely insane. I'll pay 4, I guess. I'm not sure why I'll flip the switch again. I'll pay 4 again. Right? I'm losing, though. I'm dead in 2 turns and I don't have a way to kill him. Okay, that ought to do it. I guess I should have played a land before playing Secrets of the Key, just in case they made me spend 8 mana, because then this guy wouldn't be tapped. It's hard to imagine it matters, though. mean, this doesn't win the game. This and then spending a clue token. There's no 2-drops that are going to win the game. Okay, I can tap the flyer, I guess. But this is also getting in for lethal. Okay, so I am dead. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you have no removal. I could put the Blade Brand back in. Maybe. Not Blade Brand. Something Grasp? Infernal Grasp? Is that what it's called? Yeah. I feel like the Bramble Armor actually was fine. Maybe I just don't need quite this many lands. There you go. Oh, should I put in a swamp? I don't know. I think actually I maybe don't need any. Path to the Festival can't fix for black if I don't have a swamp. But Rejuvenator and Celestus both can. I don't know. I think it's probably fine to put a swamp in. Two only lands, huh? But a lot of my heavy hitters, I just need a third land to hit Path to the Festival, and then everything will be fine. It's not too much to ask for, I hope. Oh yeah, that would make me even more fine. I don't mind this. I have very little graveyard activation. Oh, look at this. It's blue-green. Oh, no. I have so much mana. It's just sitting here, locked behind these cards. Give it to me. Okay. I'll take it. Do I need Path to the Festival to get me, like, even more mana coming up? Or do I just want Farmer to put a 2/3 on the board? I think I want a 2/3 on the board and a land in hand. Fine, I'll trade. That's all my 2/3 is ever good for, anyway. Killing some little dude. Okay, this is a problem. Sludge Monster can deal with that problem eventually. But I do need some extra mana. Not much though, I guess. As long as I draw a land, I can take this out with Sludge Monster. Also a problem. It's starting to seem like I should have taken some form of reach or flyer dealing with ness. But I think we have to take out the 6/5, right? So here we go. Flip the switch would be just unbelievably bad for me, but obviously I have to play into it. I could target the bird, and then it wouldn't have flying, but I'd still have a 6/5 to deal with. And if I traded these two, the sludge counters only, or slime counters rather, only apply when what? Uh-oh. Only apply to creatures while this is on the board. This is really worrying. They're trying to get in for 10 here? I mean, I can't take that many times. I could take it once if I had to. And then sludge this up next turn? Obviously, it looks like there's a free block here, and you could imagine maybe they're attacking, just trying to get in 8 damage, willing to give up a creature for it. But I don't buy it. I think they have a trick. I'm just going to let the 8 in. Oh no, it didn't give them priority at all. I think they might have actually just been attacking to get in the damage. They didn't seem to have anything. So we're attacking with this to sludge up the bird as well. What else am I doing? I don't know, I guess I can attack first and see, because I don't think there's any of this that I have to play. Yes, good tap. Okay. Oh. They have too many attackers, huh? I guess I am dead. Okay. Well, if I blocked their last turn, I was counting on the land I got from that to let me play another creature without tapping this, but now I'm 2 blockers short of where I thought I might be, and they have 1 more attacker than I expected. So I guess we're dead again, right? I don't see how I can win. Well, so I guess what I should have done at least was block last turn. I should have seen like how, I don't know, how exposed I would be if I didn't block and then also attacked with this thing. I was like, okay, 5 life, but I'll have some blockers, but not enough. I should have said, okay, I hope they, I need them to not have a combat trick to stay alive. Therefore, assume they don't have one. Because if they do have one, you're dead anyway. So you might as well. Like, if you need them to not have a combat trick in order to live, you should assume completely that they don't have one. In which case, the block is free. And I think probably I was in a situation where if they have any combat trick, I'm dead. But I didn't recognize it at the time. I mean, Flip the Switch did make things a lot worse than I thought they were going to be. Oh, this is a great hand. I can even investigate and then pop the clue token to spend my mana on the first couple turns. I mean, it's like spending 3 mana to turn 1 card into 1 card. But it's not just turning 1 card into 1 card. It's also getting Secrets of the Key in my discard as a... spend a lot of mana to gain to draw 3, basically, right? It's draw 2, but you don't have to pay a card for it. So it is not just spinning my wheels, it is accomplishing something. Now, right now I have 6 cards in hand. Yeah, even if I add a clue, I won't be overdrawing. Even if I add a clue and then play farmer and a land, I'll be at, I think, 7 cards. Oh, opponent's stuck on 2 mana. We might be able to win one. No, I shouldn't have played this first. It would have been illegal. I guess I could play the Hound Tamer first, since I didn't really need the land drawing effect of Farmer. Okay, look at that. We're playing well today, apparently. Attacking should be perfectly safe, right? They can startle me, but I don't think they particularly want to. And they probably would have startled last turn if they had it, to just try to draw a land. And then next turn we can play the Breaker, which should be nice. Strangler really does not bother me. Yeah, I think we have this one locked up. Opponent just didn't... Opponent gambled on a 2-land hand and it didn't work out. Three cards. Target non-land permanent. Oh my god, really? Still no plays? Maybe they're holding up a counter or something. I think that's not at all a reasonable play. But maybe they're doing it, I don't know. Yeah, let's attack them for 16 and win. I guess they just didn't have anything to play at all. Alright, well, we're on our way to the 7-2 comeback. Probably every game in the future is going to go exactly like that one. That's just because I built the deck so well. It's Timmy the Thooth? On the draw, can I gamble on hitting a forest by turn 3 here? I have a lot of great cards. One forest turns this into a pretty good hand. But no forests, and it's just absolutely dead. I think a 6-card hand is probably better than this on average. Fine. I can at least get Hound Tamers. It's not my favorite hand by any means. But I think it is better than the hand I could have kept for 7. Uh-oh, red-white. I could just tap that and keep it tapped, but that seems like an awful decision. I'd rather get out the Hound Tamer. I don't know, I guess this isn't getting any use for a long time if I don't use it that turn. What the hell? I don't have any way to kill that at all. or deal with it in any way. I mean, I don't know. I can play a 3-3, I guess. And then a 2-4. Whoa. Okay, use your combat trick, I guess. And then I'll just play another blocker. Can't activate it now. Wow, okay, that's great. Hound Tamer's a good card, but I'm thrilled to have their 3-3 gone. Oh, man. So this one have Menace at Night or something? No, it gives itself first strike. Yeah, we've curved out pretty well. I mean, aside from missing the 1 and 2 drops. I think the hand has turned out okay. But, I mean, opponent can get in for a lot pretty easily. I have 6 mana next turn. I don't know if I should play the Amalgam or, like, play Hound Tamer and also Winterthorn Blessing. I think I need the Amalgam. And then try to Winterthorn Blessing the Amalgam. Yeah, right, because this way I don't have to tap my creature, which is important. It's a very useful blocker. Target player mills 3 cards. I mean, me, right? I have a few flashback cards. And also, if I hit any eccentric farmers, it's nice to have a land already in there. Really? Ah, I see. I mean, that's what, 8? 8's a lot. I think I let it in. That's a great card. Not necessarily great enough to play right this very moment. But I can play this and still Winterthorn Blessing, right? I mean, technically I played this and still Winterthorn Blessing, right? 6-5 and shut off the 4-5 for now? And give myself multiple blockers against the potential of the 4-3 attacking if I put the counter here. Oh, but that doesn't work because then this is tapped. But I could put the counter, let's say, here. Okay. Okay, draws a card. That's not bad for us. I wish it had done nothing, of course. But as that card goes, just drawing a card could be a lot worse. Well, I'd rather they hit a land, I guess. But okay, now there's more lands in their deck still. Oh, okay. And then they're just going to flash this back next turn. All right, I need to gain some life immediately. That is not doing it. How much? God, how much is it? It's 6, which they have. Okay. Well, that's gonna be GG then, right? If I could get rid of a card from a graveyard somehow, that would also be a potential way out, but I can't. Alright, nice short draft. I hate this game. This time, I mean, like, it's my own fault. I didn't draft a good deck. Last draft, I still feel mad. Like, I don't even know if I had a good deck because I didn't get to play it. So, I don't know. But, didn't draw the Celestus a single time for what that's worth. I don't think it was like this insane bomb that was going to win me the game, but it would have been cool. Did I ever play this? I know my opponent played it. I don't think I ever did. Never even drew the Infernal Grasp. Just like, I don't know. You know, the deck lost because it didn't do the things decks are supposed to do, right? It didn't really interact with the opponent. It just like tried to gain mana, and then when you have a bunch of mana, you lose. Like, congratulations. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.